I've seen some estimates suggesting that citrus losses are within 10 to 20% of the crop. Does that make sense to you? Is that what you're hearing too?
Well, this is exactly the point, which is that markets are all about expectations, and the numbers coming out of Florida aren't apocalyptic. They're merely bad. And merely bad is a big relief, a sigh of relief to the markets. You see orange juice futures down today. You see cotton futures, because there was concerns about the cotton crop, especially as Irma went north into Georgia. They actually went limit down. They went the exchange limit of 3 cents. So you see a big sigh of relief from this market. Again, it's all about perspective, though. You're still looking at millions of people who don't have power. You're still looking at an estimate of $49 billion of damage. This is a major storm. Maybe Miami dodged a cannon, as was being said earlier in the segment, but there's a lot of people who still got hit pretty hard. It's going to be a while before we really have a true sense of what the damage estimates are. For example, the damage estimates out of Hurricane Harvey agriculturally are just starting to come out. That's about $1 billion. We're still going to have to get folks on the ground, and they're just assessing things right now. 10 to 20% for citrus seems reasonable, and it's not the end of the world. It's just merely bad, and that's what markets are responding to.
Yeah, but bad is still not good. Now that Irma has veered westward and it's not going up the coastline, I wonder, tell us about the crops at risk in Alabama and Tennessee.
Sure. The further north you get, the more you get into sort of traditional agricultural seasons. One of the striking things about Florida is that it's very much a winter fruit and vegetable market, which means a lot of crops hadn't even been in the ground yet, and they may be going in a little bit late, but there is some time for recovery there. When you get further north, now you're getting into more traditional crops like corn and soybeans that are near harvest, and those could be destroyed. That was a big reason for the concern that you had in the cotton market. Also, you're getting into a poultry-producing part of the country, and now we're getting into infrastructure. If somebody's chicken barn gets wiped out, that's millions of birds that aren't going to be on the market. So it becomes a different mix of agricultural commodities, some of which could more immediately affect prices in the grocery store. But again, because it's going west, because it's going more inland, the power of Irma starts to dissipate more quickly, which means these regions should be able to better absorb these storms, although they're not going to emerge unscathed.